Aloha.
So, you guys know what Vanda Nellie Morley is?
I never heard of that. You?
Oh, come on, you guys.
We're new.
I'm new.
First flowered in 1952. But
Oh,
there's Nellie Morley Red Berry. It's iconic Vanda. It gets about this big and it just has like cardboard substance. And it was Maricloned, and the first batch of Mariclones came true, and then every time after that it was mutated. So what they crossed was, if you cross this to this, you get Emma Vanda, which was registered in 1926. So then they crossed that to Vanda Sanderiana. You know what Sanderiana is?
I've heard of that.
So that makes Nellie Morley. But the hybrid between this and this is extremely quirky about flowering. I mean, I've probably had that plant for over 20 years and it's flowered for me once, and now it's got a spike. So this is Suavis by Therese. So this is Emma Vanderbilt, variety Johnny Noah. You know who Johnny Noah was?
Never heard of that. Never heard of
Johnny
that name.
Noah was an old hybridizer.
Okay. It's the first time hearing his name.
He's a really cool guy.
Local?
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Oh yeah. So in the 50s, Hawaii was the innovator in Vanda breeding.
Oh,
So that's why the Honolulu show is always in October,
okay.
because that's when all the
Vandas
were
bloom?
blooming. Well, now it's all gone. But
Yeah.
so now you,
over there anymore.
huh?
We hardly
You
ever
see
see
Vandas.
Vandas.
No, and well, so you know what happened was the guys, Hawaii guys, sold all their good breeding stock to Taiwan, and then they took over the Vanda
Yeah.
breeding, right? Like everything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is Vanda Therese.
That's a really pretty flower. Look how many flowers there are there.
The lay flower, Vanda Joachim.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vanda Joachim is Therese by Hookeriana, and Hookeriana's in here someplace.
Is that
That's the one that has a
real
little
thin?
hook on it.
The swan?
On
They
the
call it a
leaf.
swan?
Jonathan, hold
Yeah.
this for me and
Okay.
continue recording so I can grab my.
Yeah, yeah.
my,
So this is Hookeriana right here. See the little hook?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And here's, oh, it's got a flower. Oh, unreal. So this is Hookeriana. So Hookeriana by Therese makes Mrs. Joachim,
Okay.
which was registered by the Singapore Botanical Gardens in 20s or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, I have one of those, I think.
A Joachim? Oh yeah, because
Pretty common, I think.
it was the premier lay flower
Hmm.
forever. In fact, the guy that I got went in partners with and then eventually took over his nursery, Milton Warren, his brother imported the first Vanda Joachim plants and flowers and made the first orchid lay in Hawaii in the 50s, whenever it was.
Isn't he amazing? I told you he's like so full of
I
knowledge.
don't have all this knowledge.
Well, you know, the problem is that there's a whole, and you know, I dropped out of kind of orchids for 20 years. Not dropped out, but quit doing the shows and giving lectures and all that kind of stuff because I became an arborist and it just took up too much of my time. Well, simple green is okay. I don't know how effective it is on thrips, and I don't know how good it is to spray simple green on your flowers.
What is the benefit of simple green?
Simple green is sort of organic. I don't know what the exact formulation is, but it's definitely not as toxic as Bear 3-in-1.
Yes.
Or something, because it's a cleaning thing, so you can get it on your hands. They don't want it to be too toxic. So I don't know if it's an urban legend or what, but back when Simple Green first came out, they said that initially they wanted to make Simple Green safe insecticide.
Oh.
But the process for going through that with the EPA was so extensive, they just made it a cleaning product. So what Simple Green really does is smother. It's almost like neem oil, you know, or horticultural spray oil. It kills by smothering. But let me show you this. Pyrethrin is at this percentage is just under certified organic because it's made from crushed chrysanthemums or something. That's what pyrethrins are.
I remember you mentioning that.
So
yes.
there's a pyrethrin called Evergreen that is certified for organic, and it's 5% pyrethrin. Well, this is 6% pyrethrin. But I've been using this for years and years and years because you can spray it right on the flowers and it doesn't hurt the flower.
Okay, and that will take care of the thrips.
That'll kill the thrips on contact.
Oh, better yet.
Oh, you see them, they freak out.
And this is a smothering agent also?
No. This is an actual insecticide. It even kills the beetle.
Where can we get this?
You can get it at Nutrient Ag.
Okay.
In Cunha.
So it takes care of thrips, mealybugs, everything?
Yeah, but it's only a contact.
Okay.
There's little or no residual because
Okay.
it's a pyrethrin. It breaks down quickly in sunlight.
Okay.
And it can wash off really easy.
So you don't want to spray it like in the hot day, right? You want to do more.
Yeah, well, you never should. But there's no oil. You know, normally you want to spray based things or organophosphate like acetate or dimethoate. Those you don't want to spray on at least on the flowers.
Okay, but this one is
but
fine.
This is pretty good.
Speaking of fungicide, is there anything that is a little bit more natural or not as toxic that people like me, that are kind of hesitant to use the strong stuff, can use?
Ever since the benlate fiasco in the 80s, I have been very reluctant to use any kind of fungicides.
Okay.
Okay, the whole rationale between fungicides is that it's normally a commercial grower's problem because they are pumping their plants hard to get them to grow fast. And so what's happening is that when you do that, orchids are not programmed to be able to harden off the leaf as quickly as some other plants. So when you promote a lot of fast growth, then you have to come in with a fungicide because there's no natural resistance.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think a hobbyist grower, if they are on a normal fertilizing program a couple times a month, or at the most, once a week, I don't think really has that problem. So I think that if you see a brown spot or something like that, just cut it out.
Okay. And that'll prevent the spread.
Yes, because it's infectious.
Yeah.
Right. So any dot or spot or anything like that you see is going to be infectious. Just like the spot on a flower, botrytis, is really infectious.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. So, but back to what you say, I think overall that Phyton 27, which is a copper-based systemic, is probably the best bet.
Okay.
The safest bet that I spray on my Paphiopedilums.
Because if you have a lot of spots, obviously you don't want to be cutting your entire plant.
Correct. But a lot of times, though, once you have a lot of spots, you've got a problem that is already almost beyond treating with a fungicide.
So that's pretty much like that plant is almost on its way out then.
No, I mean, you can defoliate, take leaves off orchids, like sympodial orchids, cattleyas and stuff. You can really take a lot of back leaves off and it's not really it might slow it down a little bit, but it's not on the way out.
Oh, okay, because they'll continue to grow.
Correct.
And then the new growth will not have that as long as you get rid of.
You've eliminated the source of the infection.
Oh, see, I've never heard anybody. Have you heard anybody tell you this? No.
When Foster Gardens was the source for all the trees that are in the mountains, see, like in the 30s, if you look at a picture like of a lion arboretum all the way at the
He just
top of
came from
Manoa, okay, there's pictures there where there's no trees.
Oh, for real?
Oh no, because the cattle completely devastated all the mountains or any place they could get to, right? So the erosion was becoming radical. So in the 30s, during the Depression, they made, the U.S. Forestry Service made it was kind of a make-work program, but they got all these seedlings of eucalyptus and all these trees, and they had them at Foster Garden to get them big enough in gallon pots to take them out, and then they would take those and take them up in the mountains and plant them. But there was a Spathoglottis plicata and a Phaeus tankervilliae growing in Foster Gardens, and that seed got into the pots. So when it went up into the mountains, the seed went along. And that's why you see them in the mountains.
Oh, cool.
So radical.
He just came from the Lion Arboretum. He was selling there for the last 2 days.
I would never have known that was...
Well, now you've got the
Planted
albesias, which is a fairly recent. But those were imported by Dr. Lyon as a fast-growing tree to try and refoliate the mountains. They didn't know that it was going to become then. They didn't realize that any fast-growing tree is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Especially albesia, because its seeds are like 100% germination.
Oh.
So that's why they go.
It just takes over.
It takes over.
Yeah.
No. Now they're soft. They're relatively easy to kill.
Yeah.
You know.
And aren't those the ones that fall over a lot when we have the high winds?
Correct. Right. Because in their environment, they self-fertilize. Right, because they're really a legume, just like monkey pods. They make beans. Any tree that makes a bean seed pod is a legume, which is a plant that fixes nitrogen in its leaves and in its fruit. So when it drops, that nitrogen then is recycled by the tree for its fertilizer.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Should we get our umbrellas?
I'm good for now.
Oh.
Maybe I'll grab it.
Yeah, because we have to go in the back.
This is kind of cool. This is Ohia tree that I saved.
Oh, you have an Ohia. Yeah, aren't these like endangered because of the some kind of
blight?
Yes.
Right. So, see this?
Oh, that's an orchid.
That's Cattleya. Well, it used to be Sophronitis cernua, and now it's Cattleya cernua.
Look,
there's one in flower in the greenhouse.
Great.
Doug, do you want to get a hat, or it's starting to rain?
No. I'm a surfer. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, this is far out. This came up as a volunteer in the pot.
He has a lot of those here.
And this is the first time it's flowered.
Oh,
and
cool.
I thought it was a Phaeus tankervilliae. But I have no idea what this is.
I've seen a couple hybrids of tankervilliae, and I can't remember what else off the top of my head.
But I wonder what it hybridized with. Because the only other Phaeus tankervilliae I have is an Alba, which I raised from seed, but still yet. So this is crazy. I don't know what it is. And
so in order to find out, like, you would have to have the tissue.
Well, you could send a flower to somebody.
Oh.
I don't know who.
Because they're always changing names for orchids and all that.
And
so
that's
it's
really
like
frustrating.
Yeah.
So,
just when you finally learn it, they change it to something else.
Yeah, it kind of ticked me off a little bit, because I'm 74 years old. I've been calling Sophronitis cernua a Sophronitis my whole life. And now you want to tell me it's a Cattleya. Or you want to make up a whole new genus for all the Mexican Cattleyas that now they're Garanthe or whatever they are, right? Which makes a terrible abbreviation on a tag.
Yes.
And then you're taking all the Lalias that I had were Lalias, and now they're all Cattleyas.
Oh.
So where you use, and then so Sophronitis Lalia now are all Cattleyas.
So all that years of knowledge.
Well, just remembering that kind of stuff, I mean, it's, but then I went, that's okay. That kind of fights off Alzheimer's. So you can.
You got to really think about it.
Thank you for something.
Oh, what's that?
I was going through YouTube and I saw your video, and I can't remember what it was, the Eva show?
Okay.
Or something. And you saw this blooming. Dimyphorcus lowii.
I don't.
Matt was
Okay.
the guy that has the nursery.
It must have been Eva then, the young guy.
Yeah,
Matt,
yeah. And I saw this and I went, holy smokes. I have a friend who has been lusting after one of these for ever since I've known him, 30 years.
Okay, and so when you saw it, you were like,
I went, who is this guy, right? So I called Milwaukee and I go, who's Matt? You know, and he goes,
Yeah.
oh, you probably met him. And I went, oh, now I kind of remember him. Yeah, right.
he's young, like, he's early 20s.
So I called him up and said, hey, what's up with the Dimorphorus loei? You know, and he goes, I sold one or something.
Oh, I think it was at the Honolulu show.
It was the Honolulu show.
Yes, it was just recently, and
Yeah.
he said he only had like,
He had 4 or 5, I think.
yeah,
I
and they
grabbed
were
one,
selling for like
obviously.
$100 something.
Yeah,
Yes,
right,
okay,
right,
I
right,
remember.
right,
Yes,
right.
I remember
So
now.
he goes, he goes, I'll bring you some. And I went, well, you know, I don't know. I mean, I want one for my friend. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, but my buddy's been lusting after this, you know, and it was always like, I mean, these sell for like $800 someplace.
Wow.
Yeah, but they're big.
Okay.
Yeah, right. So he comes up with 3 of them, and I go, okay, well, you know, what's the cost? And he goes, well, you know, you gave that plant to Jeremy.
Did he get one
Yes.
from you? Okay.
Yes. And he was so...
The Vandopsis.
The Vandopsis. And I went, oh, that's really cool, you know?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's kind of important to me now at this point. You know, I've been the steward of these orchids for 50 years.
Yes.
And it's important for me to give it to somebody locally to carry on the
Pass it
tradition.
on,
and
yeah.
that's why I thought it was cool for Jeremy to get one.
And his is doing really well, by the way.
Well, it should. And
Yeah.
then I thought it would be good for Matt too.
Yeah.
So I gave him to 2 people that appreciate it and are carrying on the
Awesome.
The thing. So that was really cool. I hardly ever go to orchid shows anymore. I mean, I've been to a gazillion in my career.
Yeah.
You know, New York, California, everywhere, and everyone. When I was in business specifically, I did every orchid show. I put in a display, all by my wife and I put in a 10 by 10 display every orchid show, and then sold plants.
Yeah. I remember that plant that you were telling me about that you brought to, I think, New York. And when you brought it back, it went downhill.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right. But actually,
That's the one I still want.
actually, it's come back. You know, the keikis have come back. Now I have like 4 or 5 that are doing really well.
Okay, I have a chance.
That's Opstystylus cerise.
That's the one, yes.
Opstystylus
Beautiful, purple, thick,
Right.
waxy flower.
And everybody, and it's amazing that, you know, it's like Nellie Morley red berry. Everybody had one. Mm-hmm. When it was first tissue cultured, right? Everybody had one. And now they do go south. You know, you got to be careful with
Yeah.
them. But it's crazy how something can be the flavor of the month and then vanish.
Yeah.
You know, for a while it was even Ports of Paradise, Emerald Isle.
Not
Everybody
familiar.
had the green one, the green frilly one, the cat.
I know the hair pig.
I know hair pig.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, hair pig is over there, but actually, I think Ports of Paradise
See, I've never heard of that
is well, that was the first real green. Ports of
Oh,
Paradise,
okay.
Emerald Isle, and Ports of Paradise, Glenorize Green Giant.
one. Are they
was-
still around?
Oh yeah, I have a piece of the original clone.
Oh,
of
cool.
Glenorize Green Giant.
Okay.
I have it on
So,
my phone.
so Matt brought you 3 of these?
Yeah, so I got 2, and I gave my buddy 1.
Oh, nice.
So he's ecstatic.
Because when I went to Matt's booth, I asked him, I said, hey, what do you have that's, you know, kind of like anything special, anything you think people might be interested in seeing? And this was the one that
no,
he
this is-
talked about.
Yeah, no, this is unheard of.
Is this new little nubs growing right
All
there?
new roots.
Yeah.
All new. This has come out. It's been in Pupukea rain.
Yeah, it's doing good.
Loves Pupukea rain. Okay, this is, where did I see it? This right here? That's a Paphiopedilum seedling.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, they
come
just
up from
pop up.
longifolium. Either longifolium. This is,
Oh, was there a bee in there?
there was. It wasn't a bee. It was something else.
And
but
it found its way
got
out? Usually they get trapped in there.
Well, no. Ideally,
You want them to come out.
he wants to.
Ladder, yeah.
So, like longifolium, which is the one over there with all the spikes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we need to go
so
see that after.
has, we have the natural pollinator for longifolium in Hawaii. It's been here for 100 years. It's that little hoverfly. Okay. So the hoverfly can get in and out of longifolium, no problem. But when he goes into Sargentianum, he can't get out. the window's too small. So he ends up dying in there. But he pollinates the flower and is thrashing around because
Trying to
he's
get
got some
out.
longifolium on his back that he got when he visited the longifolium flower. So all the ones that are coming up, like, okay, now be careful here, you guys. Try to walk on the moss. This used to be a whole thing of vanilla, and I had hapu logs.
Look at these.
And this is one of the first places that these came up. So this is a man-made hybrid, Sorcerer's Apprentice, which is Longifolium by Sargentianum. So I would say out of all the plants that come up, 90% of them are a hybrid. Hardly any of them come up straight Longifolium, and none come up straight Sargentianum. So that means the bugs only getting the pollen from the longifolium and getting away.
Yeah, because they wouldn't be able to get out of the other one.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. So that's crazy, is that all these that come up are almost all Sorcerer's Apprentice.
This is a beautiful Vanda here.
Yeah,
Pretty.
this will turn an amazing burnt orange.
Oh, so the color,
Oh, the color
as it
change.
gets older.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. And I could never get it awarded because the window of opportunity when it's that color is like a week
Short. Oh.
or 2 weeks. So I finally got an HCC, but this is a really unique color.
And I see your Bulbophyllum phalaenopsis, right? This is a cool plant. Do you know that one?
Sure do.
Smells like rotting meat when it
I
blooms.
don't know if it's making a spike there or a new growth. I
That's
hope
what I
it's
was-
a new growth. Well, it's so slow,
Yeah.
you know? I mean, it's so slow.
Okay, hold that. I'm gonna go get my
Go get
umbrella
your-
again.
You guys should have been here an hour ago.
We stopped to get food.
I told her. I said, "Do you want to get lunch?" I said, "We better seize the opportunity while we have it, with the no rain." But
We weren't sure.
the rain's not going to deter me.
Yeah. Well, you're a surfer, you know.
Oh, I don't care.
I got my umbrella. I'm
You
good.
got your umbrella.
He got his umbrella.
No.
You're good.
We're good.
You're good.
This just goes to show, our dedication
Yes.
to orchids
For the viewers.
and for the viewers. It's all for you guys.
This is the one, I think you photographed it before.
I don't remember seeing this
I
one
got contacted by some guy. I don't know if he was in Florida or what. And
because
he-
of my video.
Yeah. And he wanted a plant. So I go, okay, blah, 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 I mean, this is what the plant costs. You need an import permit for me to ship it to you. And he got so irate. That's kind of expensive. Milton Warren told me early in the career, he goes, don't haggle with people over your price. They want the plant, they'll pay your price.
Yes.
And it's kind of far out because then, as I got more and more into it, I started going to do the New York show, and it was classic. We were at this place at the show. We were selling plants, and there was a guy next to me. He was a full New Yorker, and this guy starts haggling with him
Oh no.
over his price that he wants for his plant. And the guy goes, "Okay, wait a minute." He goes, "What do you do?" And the guy goes, "Oh, I'm whatever." And he goes, "Well, how much do you make an hour?"
Yeah.
And the guy he goes, "Well, would you take less?"
Good
You go,
point.
"Would you take less?" And the guy
Yeah.
goes, "Well, no." And he goes, "Well, then why are you asking me
Yeah.
to take less?
Yes.
Why do I need?" Especially at New York, where the plants just fly off the table. It's not like you're gonna miss a sale by some guy that wants to haggle you.
Yeah.
So I kind of took that to heart. I mean,
So, anyways, this is the Vandopsis right here, right?
this is the Vanda.
This is it. This is the
So-
famous Vandopsis.
So Matt got the one that was about this big.
Wow.
Got the one that was about this big. So now.
I know it looks a lot thinner now.
No more big ones. There's a moratorium on any big plants. I mean, I'll sell one of the small creatures, but there's a moratorium.
And
You
what's
can have the other one. The other one's okay. I'll stick the other one.
that's also a Vandopsis, right?
Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, it's the
It's
same
just-
thing.
This is a select variety.
Oh, okay.
So the color is
The color
more
was
red.
different. Okay.
Yeah, this is straight Walkeriana. You call
Yeah.
it tipo, which is typical in Spanish.
Pretty.
Yeah, this one's a crazy one though, because sometimes it blooms perfect. And then sometimes it has this little, I think this was treated with colchicine when it was a baby.
What's that?
That's a chemical that induces polyploidy. makes it get an extra gene.
Oh.
The 4N ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
right.
okay.
Anything 4N. Right. This is actually easy to sell divisions, you know, because you can just chop off one.
Yes.
And that's kind of the way I let it go, like this. So occasionally I'll sell one and I just chop one off the end. It's easy to do.
And
You don't really have
being
any media in here, do you?
No,
Like,
Yeah.
no. It's growing. Once it gets to this type of a situation, you almost don't need any.
Yeah.
you don't need media because it's already like established
I'm
and
becoming
mature.
more of an anti-media guy in general.
Me too.
Well, if you have the time and
To
the
water.
will to water,
Yeah.
that's what I tell people. If you are an incessant waterer, then grow mounted plants or grow them. I mount them in a pot, kind of now.
I've seen it. Yes.
You can
I've
see it
yeah.
over here. Yeah.
You put it on a piece of cork and just stick it in the pot.
Correct.
Yes.
Or stick it in the pot and wedge little pieces of cork
Yes.
in there to keep it from wiggling around. That's how I bring back sick ones.
So how much is a cutting for this, Doug?
$35.
Okay. Okay, guys. We are in the rain. This is Axel. And we are touring Doug DeMoss.
Angraecum superbum that will be in flower.
Wow. Look at all these spikes. And this grows like a weed too.
It will once it gets into a clump like this, yeah.
That's
I mean, this-
one plant originally?
Yeah, there was one plant originally, and then Milton raised a bunch from seed. So some of these are actually seedlings, but they look pretty much the same. The original plant was imported from Madagascar.
Oh, wow. And it's, what is it again? Angraecum
Superbum.
superbum. Is this a dendrochilum?
Yes. Dendrochilum.
Not the magnum though, right? It looks a little different.
This is Cobianum. Yeah, Magnum's already flowered. Still got
The one over there.
Magnums, that's Magnum. But this is cool. It's just now it's sort of huge. Few Cattleyas. This is Horus Maxima. Here's your hair pig.
Oh, pretty. What's that yellow one?
That's
That's a really nice one.
something chieftain. It's a
Kooky chieftain.
golden chieftain.
Golden
Ki'i
chieftain.
Ki'i is the variety.
And this is the hair pig.
That's hair pig.
So he's got a few Cattleyas in bloom here.
That's Makai Mayumi. I found that I saw a video from Brazil where they were collecting these, you know, and I've been growing it like this,
Uh-huh.
but the branch that it was growing on was more horizontal.
Oh.
Probably.
So I don't know if that's how it wants to grow
Yeah.
or just it was happenstance. That's how it sprouted, so it just continued on.
Yeah.
So I went from hanging it like this to like
To sidewards.
because they tend to get a rot.
Oh, okay.
You know, they get a water lodged in there, so. These are Triani.
That's pretty.
This is kind of a cool blue.
Oh,
You see
that's
blue, I
pretty.
see purple, but it's blue.
Cerulean? That's
Yeah,
what it's
cerulean.
called.
Correct. This was made by a guy named Grenier. He's in Louisiana, and his whole hybridizing was to get blue. But, you know, most of them all look like Bauringiana because that's really the source of that color, you know. That's the one that really has that distinct color. So they grow like Bauringiana, which is kind of funky, I think.
Are you familiar with Bauringiana?
Not very.
Oh, I've seen the name, but I honestly, I don't know what it
Not a
looks like.
Cattleya expert
Yeah.
by any means.
This Paphiopedilum right here that's still in bud. So this is from China. This is Paphiopedilum malapuens. And This bud started in August.
Oh, wow.
And it's been I don't know how it survives in nature, because normally it starts a flower in like now, and it won't bloom until sometimes May.
That's really long.
It's really long. So how does it survive in nature with a bud like that, you know?
All that time.
Right, all that time. That's a good picture for you. This is a true Luzon, Vanda Luzon.
Oh, beautiful. I think this was in bloom the last time I was here.
Yeah, a lot of people I've seen in shows, they have a suavis that they call it Luzonica, and it's not.
But it's not.
This is
the real deal right here.
This is the real deal. This is another thing that Matt was really wanted.
Oh, did he get one?
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody wants to buy a cutting of this, do you sell?
Yeah, it's $100.
Okay. All right, guys, if you want a cutting of this, $100. And then I know there's the ones that that grow on the ground that you gave me a cutting of.
This over there?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Well, that was in bloom kind of right there by the car.
Oh, that's right. Okay. If anybody wants a cutting of that, you sell those also?
Yeah.
Okay. How much is that?
Those are $35.
$35. Okay.
That's another Angraecum.
Oh.
Those are all seedlings from the big guy.
See, the Angraecum I have, it only gives me one flower.
Just some only do. Magdalena only makes 1 or 2 flowers.
Okay.
Paphiopedilum will make 1 or 2 flowers. There's a bunch of different ones. It's an interesting story. Kind of beat up, but this is still a wilderness grandeur.
That is beautiful. Ooh.
Okay, in 1981, when I first started my nursery, I went to California, and I went to Armacost and Royston, and this was for sale for $1,000 for 3 bulbs. Oh. So I said, I'm starting my nursery. So I bought it, and I brought it back, and my wife had just had our first child, and I told her I spent $1,000 on 3 bulb plant, and she
flipped,
had an aneurysm. I gave the 3 bulb cutting. I took the Mariclone of it. Mm-hmm. Roy Maricloned it. So he made I don't know, I haven't made 10,000 or whatever I made.
Uh-huh.
So at that just happened to coincide with the Honolulu show, and this kid came up from Australia. He was starting a nursery in Australia, and he bought all my flasks.
Oh, wow.
Which I made a ton of money. So my wife has
awesome.
never questioned my...
You proved yourself.
Right. But so here's a plant that you paid $1,000 for, but I sold it for $15 a plant once it got to be flowering size, right? Because instead of being 1 or 2, there's 10,000.
10,000 of them.
So this, actually, tissue culturing is what I think made orchids available to everybody. It used to be a rich man's hobby.
Yes.
Right? Because you only bought it by division.
Yeah.
So it's like, things that are only grown by division now, they're still very expensive. Paphiopedilums are still expensive as divisions because you can't tissue culture. They take, right where the new eye comes up.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that little thing there, that eye, has undifferentiated cells, which means it doesn't know if it's going to be a root or a stem or a leaf. So if you cut that off and you cut it up in little pieces and you put it under a agitator that makes it so they don't know where the light's coming from, they will proliferate. In other words, it'll just keep making, they won't turn into a leaf or anything. It'll just grow. So you can stop, cut it up into more pieces, keep shaking it until you get how many plants you want. Then you put them in a flask where the light comes from one direction and they start growing.
Wow.
And is that what those protoforms are?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is so cool. Are you selling cuttings of that?
I just took this off I put this on the monkey pod tree that I cut down, and so I'm trying to break this up. But yeah, eventually I'll have these.
Okay.
And that's still $15.
Okay. I would want one of those.
Sure.
That's a beautiful
Yeah,
flower.
same. I don't want one for 1,000, but I
Oh no, exactly right. Which is what makes it great,
Yep.
right? You know, this is what makes it great.
Yeah, that's a really pretty color. I feel bad. You're getting soaked.
That's okay.
not the first time.
I feel bad you didn't make it here when the sun was out.
This is pretty.
Yeah, this is Puanani Sunshine.
Puanani Sunshine.
This is Alice Noda by Discolor.
What is that growing on the cane? Is that a new growth right there? Because that's
Yeah,
such a weird looking new
I
growth.
know. This is a crazy plant.
It almost looks like an air plant attached
That's what I
itself.
thought.
Yeah, no. I saw this coming out and I went, oh, what the hell is that? It's gonna be-
Tillandsia.
I mean, it does, yeah.
Yeah, it
And
looks
I've
like
never seen a keiki come off like this before on this plant. And I've had this for a long time.
yeah. Look at how many flowers are on
Close up
here.
of the media cousin.
Yeah, look at the media.
Here we are, growing in non-mounted things. But that's,
That's how I like to grow my plants.
I mean, it's lucky I have this environment in Pupukea where I get a lot of rain, but I mean, a lot of times this.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
So,
Oh, a little piece of cork in there, I think, right?
well, I just jammed it in here because this is a cross I made, Walkeriana by Schroeder. And Ben Jr. got some plants from me when they were small. And he got this awarded at the IAS show.
Oh,
So it's the only plant from this cross that I made that's been awarded. So he came to one of the meetings and he brought this plant. He goes, Doug, it's going south on me. He goes,
Oh.
So he gave it to me. So what happens is Walkeriana gets a rhizome rot and it kind of puts it in its progeny. You got to be really careful. So I cut out all the rot and then it looks like it's going to survive. But this is how I make, this is all my my hospital. Nothing's really growing in media. But these are all maximals. So this is how I bring them back. Oh yeah, this is Vanda Sandriana, Alba. This is Bubophyllum buforensis.
look at this.
Yeah.
Bufordiensis.
Go smell that.
Yeah, no, thank you.
I don't know if this really even has a smell.
Oh, no.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
But it lights, look at all the tsetse flies.
such a crazy looking. It looks so prehistoric. Isn't it a crazy looking flower? There was a plant here the last time. It was right in this section. It was yours. You made it. Something sunset, I think. Pupukea
Pupukea sunset.
Yes.
Yeah.
You told me you were going to make more because I wanted it.
Uh-huh.
But you're like, I'm going to make more. Did you make more?
No, I didn't make more.
I saw it the last time. I was like, oh, it was in bloom the last time.
Right.
And I know you said it was a cross that you had made.
Yeah, it was. Oncidium chiropterum
It's really pretty.
by
Did you see that?
Miltonia warzowitzia. You put it in your hospital.
Oh, thank you. Yep, I will definitely do that. I'm going to put it here for now.
It used to be a Miltonidium, but now I think it's an Oncidium. They changed it. Well, Miltonia warzowitzia is it's kind of a far out Miltonia. These are Anthurium scherzerianum. And the normal common one is that orange one.
This one down here.
But then there's some that have this coloration. It's variety Rothschildianum. And this used to be really, really rare. You couldn't find this. So Wilbur Chang, who was no longer with us, but you know who Wilbur was. You heard Wilbur
I've
Chang?
heard his name, yeah.
Big species guy, really good. He gave me one. And so I raised all these from seed. So if you
They're true to seed.
Not really, because all right, if you cross this color form to itself, you get a lot of whites.
I've heard that with the shiboris, they sometimes delete themselves.
But if you cross it to an orange, or there's a red, this is more almost a red, then you get more of the of this. But you gotta use. You can't cross the same color form together, or you're gonna. Well, you can, but you're gonna get white, mostly white.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't understand. And then this is Midori greenland.
Oh. Look at this. This
Okay,
is impressive.
This is longifolium. This is goes in Costa Rica, Honduras, Ecuador.
It's a frag.
It's a frag. I read that when they clear a road through the jungle, this is one of the first plants that pops up next to the clearing of the road. This was originally collected by the Missouri Botanical Garden, and that's where this plant originated from. I got it from a friend of mine who got it from the Missouri Botanical Garden. But this is really unique in that it makes, normally you won't get the double spike. But this thing is, I got to do something with it. It's so massive. I've already got a couple CCMs on it, and now it's just gone to nature.
I was about to ask, when you get something this size, do you repot? Do you have to change the media?
I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what it's going to be like once I pick that up and take it out of here.
Kicking the can down the road.
Yeah, I'm kicking the can down the road. You know, this is the problem when, you know, you've got a real job that you got to go to and you have responsibilities.
I feel bad.
My nursery suffers.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. It's still gorgeous.
Yeah, it's still giving you a lot of flowers. I know. All it needs is a little cleaning up and it would look impeccable again.
Oh yeah, I could probably take this and get, you know, like a 25-gallon pot and just pick it up and stick it in there. The Orchid Show, and you get a best in show.
Oh yeah. I was about to say that when I saw it. I was like, this could win best in show.
Easy gift card.
Yeah.
You know,
guarantee.
This got best in show 1 year in Cunha, and then 1 year at IAEA, I think.
Is this a multiple bloomer? Like it blooms a couple times a year?
It kind of blooms whenever it feels like it.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Once it gets in a big clump like this,
it can just bloom a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of orchids are like that. They will, if they're in a big enough clump, they'll kind of time release.
Nice. That's what I would want. I would just want flowers all the time. But the only one that blooms like that for me is my Spathoglotis. My mellow yellow. It's always in bloom.
Yeah, well, Spathoglotis is almost always in bloom. I mean,
yeah.
Up in the mountains, it's almost always in bloom. This is a nice Nodosa, too. This is Mass Meteor. This originally, I think, came from Stewart. And Roy Tokunaga got it. And he Maricloned it, but this is a piece of the original plant. But it makes a really nice spike.
And these are fragrant at night, right?
Very fragrant at night. And they're very salt tolerant. I've seen pictures of these growing right on the lava flow on the beach in Costa Rica.
Oh, cool.
So I recommend these to anybody that wants. And they mount really nicely on coconut palms or just about anything. So I recommend these for any of the Mexican stuff. Does well here. It won't grow on ironwood bark, but
they won't.
Well,
is it because it's too smooth?
Ironwood secretes an enzyme that discourages anything to grow around it.
Oh.
Or on it. So you hardly ever see a ficus. Well, it hardly ever sprout on an ironwood tree. Now, once the bark is off and dry, then it's a good mount. It'll last for a really long time.
Because I remember you telling me ironwood is very strong.
If you have an ironwood tree and you try to mount an orchid on it,
that's not going to work.
Not going to work.
So it has to be like a cut piece of wood and
It's dried out.
dried out.
Yeah, you separated it from the tree. You know, when I first started orchid growing, I was going to be a Phalaenopsis guy. So I was Richard Takasi. Does that ring a bell? Too old for you guys? Okay, Richard Takasi was the premier Phalaenopsis hybridizer on Oahu, and he was in Wahiwa. His son's Wendell.
Okay, I've heard of him.
Yeah,
I don't.
Wendell's his son.
I think he goes to the Kunia Club. Okay.
Right. So, but then I won the Herb Hager Award, right? And after that, I kind of got out of growing Phalaenopsis. I don't know why. Maybe just because I don't know why. But then Jeremy came and he brought me those plants.
Oh yes,
He gave me some plants, and then most of these are from my orchid class, where I tell people how to make their Walmart orchids survive.
Oh, okay.
So I go to Walmart and I find the crappiest one, right? That's out of flowers.
The $5 ones.
They'll sell it to you for $5. So I bring it for my orchid class to show them why when you buy a Phalaenopsis now, you have to, when it's done flowering, you got to immediately repot it. Well, back in the day, this is how you bought a Phalaenopsis. It was rooted in its pot.
Yes.
Right?
Established in there.
Established.
Yes.
No, you raised it from a small plant. You potted it up.
It grew in the pot.
But now with the technology where they can, and I don't know how they do it, but they can get those blooming Phalaenopsis in a 4-inch pot that are just huge. They must just feed them nonstop.
Yeah.
Right? But it's all right. If you're just going to use it as a disposable living flower arrangement, it's okay. When it's done flowering, you throw it out, right?
But not if you expect to grow it.
If you expect to grow it, you got to get it out of that media.
Yes.
And, oftentimes, and they'll pot, you'll have your Phalaenopsis, and the media is right up here.
Buried, yeah.
Yeah, right? So
you have yours really shallow.
Because this is how Phalaenopsis want to grow.
Nice.
They want to put, if you have the media all the way up to here, where's that new root going to go?
True.
It's going to go across the top of the media
and out.
And now it's growing on the bench, right? So if you keep it low, and that means you're going to have to trim some of those roots off
to get it lower in the pot.
To get it lower in the pot, so that when your new roots come out, they hit the side of the pot and go down.
So when you first cut roots, is it a good idea to let it kind of dry out a bit before you? Okay.
Especially Phalaenopsis.
Okay, because if not, they're gonna get might get rotted.
And it's not going to hurt the Phalaenopsis to sit in the pot with no media for a little while. So I'd say a couple of weeks. Let those cut roots heal over, and then put your media in. And put it in slowly. Like, don't dump a bunch of media in. Just scatter some at the bottom a little bit, just like a Vanda that you transplanted or something like that. And then gradually bring the media up. Because they don't really do as well when they're really bare-rooted. I think the media, and maybe that's why those small and 4-inch pots grow so well, because they're just packed into that media and it's holding the fertilizer. So you can't just grow them, keep them bare root.
So when you first put it in there and you're trying to heal the roots, I'm assuming you're not watering during that time, right?
Sure.
Oh, you do water? It's okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's going to dry out right away.
Okay. So as long as it's not sitting in bark.
Huh?
As long as it's not in the bark and it's
right, because the bark is holding the moisture around the freshly cut root.
Okay.
Whereas if it's just sitting there on its own,
and it gets wet, it'll just dry right out.
It'll just dry right out.
Nice.
And then
that makes sense. Yeah, I noticed yours are really low.
Yeah.
I'm gonna plant mine like that from now on. Saves on material too, because Orchiata is not cheap.
No, it isn't. And even, I don't think most of the Phalaenopsis you buy at Walmart or Costco or whatever. I know some of them are Jeremy's, but there's other people that are doing the same thing. They're trying to, although I have seen them now where they just sell them in the 4-inch pot. They don't up pot them. But if you're going to take that plant and put it in a bigger pot, you almost have to use that gravel and bark You need to do that, otherwise the plant's not going to stand up.
Yeah, they'll be flopping all
right,
over.
it'll be flopping
Yeah.
all over. So I mean, it doesn't hurt to leave it like that, but I tell people, you know, you have a ball of sphagnum surrounded by bark and gravel. Those two things are going to dry out markedly different.
Yes.
Right? So don't look at the surface and say, oh, it's dried out, because it is dried out.
Yeah.
But if you stick your finger in the middle,
It's going to be
it's
wet.
sopping wet.
Yeah.
Right. So you have to be really judicious with your watering when it's potted up like that.
Yes.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with the business model of doing that. I mean, it's allowed orchids to be more affordable, more available, but you have to have that. You have to realize that if you do want to grow it on have it flower next year, you just can't leave it in that pot that it came in. Even though it's in a big pot, you've got to bite the bullet, take it out, clean all that sphagnum out, trim the roots a little bit, and you can go and reuse that old media if you want.
Yeah, because it wasn't even added to the plant.
Yeah, exactly.
Because a lot of times they leave it in the original pot and just shove that whole pot in there and backfill.
I've seen it still in the plastic pot.
Yes, yeah. So everything else is still pretty much new because it's just a backfiller.
Right.
Just to stabilize that pot.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess it depends, like you said, on the purpose of, the person buying it. If they're using it for decoration, and after that, it's like buying an arrangement and tossing it, or if you have plans to try to keep it, then you have to know how to care for it.
When I was kind of early in my career, I had there was a Japanese grower that would come, and mostly he wanted to buy Paphiopedilum class from me, but he had a huge nursery in Japan. And it was all Phalaenopsis pretty much. And he had a restaurant and everything.
Wow.
So they would come, but everybody would come to the restaurant and then they'd all go buy the omiyage, gift.
Yes.
The gift, right?
Yeah.
So I asked him, I go, I've been to Japan. And I said, where do people put their orchids when they're done blooming? And he goes, Doug, he said, in America, you have the wrong attitude about orchids. In America, you treat orchids like it's a puppy. Right? You can't kill it.
Yeah.
You got to keep it alive. He said, we sell it as a disposable living flower arrangement. So when it's done flowering,
it's out.
It's out.
That's sad.
Kinda, but it's the business model that's now.
I mean, for them, for if you're selling it, it's a good idea because then people won't have them. They need to keep purchasing.
Correct.
Because they're not growing them at home.
Some people don't want to go through all of that.
No. Yeah.
They enjoy the plant when it's in flower.
Yeah.
But they have no initiative to
grow it. Yeah. Right. I guess for me, I look at it from a different perspective because I'm such an orchid lover and I know it takes years for, an orchid to grow and to get to flowering stage. So in that sense, it makes me sad. Like, it took that long to grow and then you just toss it in the trash.
It's the puppy syndrome.
Yeah. But anyways, this is the Vanda that I was telling you about, Jonathan, the one that's growing on the ground like crazy.
I do recall from the
Yes.
video.
Well, you saw it in flower. It's the
yes.
same plant that's in flower over there. So we've been kind of using it as a landscape plant.
Yeah.
Can they handle
it's
more?
Kind of a misnomer that Vandas require full sun or a lot of sun.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think they do better under less sunlight.
Less sun?
I think, they get apple green color. They don't get yellow.
Yes.
Right? And I think a lot of times those
color.
spots are just heat. You have the two type of Vandas, right? You have this strap leaf, then you have the pencil-y kind, right? The pencil-y ones are finer in higher light and full sun. But once you get the strap leaf ones, I think do better in a little shadier environment.
Yes, I've been moving mine around, just trying to find that sweet spot.
That's a good idea.
Like if it doesn't seem to be happy, I'll move it somewhere else.
That's right. That's a good technique.
Yes.
Good technique. It's going to be cool. This is Laelia rubescens.
I've heard that name before.
Milton grew it as a cuminata, but cuminata and rubescens are synonymous, I think. or whatever. So this was growing in a 50-foot lychee tree in New Oahu.
Oh,
On
wow.
Milton's property. So when the nursery was, when I had to leave, when he died and I had to move the nursery, this was up in the just around this huge branch, and I was going to leave it, just because it looked like just too much
work,
grief, right? So my son said, no, you can't leave it. You're going to leave it for the developers. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah blah. So we got up there, and I took a cane knife and I picked a spot and I cut all the way through, and we just peeled it off.
Oh, nice.
It was kind of a rainy day and we peeled it off. And it just so happened there was a guy visiting the nursery, and he bought half of it right there as soon as I peeled it off.
Cool.
So this is a little less than half, but this is really cool. The problem is that it, as far as if you wanted to take it for judging or put it in the show, it kind of closes up at night.
Oh.
So I've been thinking, okay, once it starts getting dark, if I go in the garage and I turn all the lights on, and I leave the lights on, and then I put it in the back of the car and I leave all the interior lights on,
Will it open up again?
will it stay open?
Yeah.
Never close up. So I don't know.
I just noticed it's in bloom. Your Vanda's in bloom, and look at how long the spikes are. I mean, there's a
this
few
Vanda.
flowers left. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the
That's the
yellower form.
Vandopsis.
This is the yellower
Look
form.
at how long the spikes are.
That's crazy.
And then you look at this thing.
And look at the orchid next to it. It's like full of
This thing,
spikes.
right? This makes this is a cross between Vandopsis lysochilioides and I think it's Brookie Chandler, a Renanthera Brookie Chandler. Yeah, I think this is a Vandopsis. So this
That's the one with the long spikes.
right. So this is
Yeah, look at that flower. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
Oh, look at that.
Smells.
Does smell good.
I think this is nice too. I mean,
It
it's
is
just,
gorgeous.
It's just the other one has,
It's gorgeous.
this color is more takes over.
The red.
Yeah, the red takes over, and that's why that was a select variety that was given to the brother of my old partner by the governor of the Philippines in 1935.
Somebody watches me from the Philippines, and he said this is native, which I already knew because you told me it was
Right.
harvested from the wild.
Uh-huh.
But he's like, oh, these grow in the ground, like wild in his
Right.
country. He said, like along the cliffside.
Right.
Yeah, because he watched my video that I just did at S&W,
Uh-huh.
and I was showing Jeremy's one that you had given him.
Oh, yeah, it's in the video
And-
of Jeremy's?
I just did a video like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
And-
the one with the, where it's the Makai Mayumi.
Yes,
Or the
yes, yes.
Makai.
It's in
So
there.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah, so it's not in bloom, but it's growing nice new roots.
Good.
It is coming along really nicely, and he has it under shade.
Good.
But if anybody wants to buy a cutting of
Oh,
this,
yeah, these are $50.
okay.
I am somebody who wants to buy
Oh,
any of this.
look at how
I
pretty!
know.
No, this is a cool thing.
This is
I mean,
so
if you
pretty.
got room,
I know.
right?
I would love one, but I'm like, look at the spike. Where the heck am I gonna put it?
You don't have a cage big enough for that.
See this real tall thing?
Yes.
Okay, I told you, is the hybrid of this. So Milton had this plant, and he had it in a Dracaena right outside his nursery. And the Dracaena was like, 15 feet tall or whatever. And the plant grew up in that Dracaena, and it wouldn't flower
Oh,
until it got to the top of the canopy. And then it went
crazy.
crazy. So I tell people, if they ever want to buy this, you can't tie it up to anything substantial.
We're talking about this one.
The real tall
yeah,
one.
the real tall one.
Right. The Lena roll.
You
This
think
is
that it
Rin
wants
Antanda.
no contact with anything?
Yes.
Okay.
It has to be above the tree of the canopy.
So not light dependent.
I
You know
don't
what I
know
mean?
if it's, I don't know
Because
why.
I can speak to Hoyas, which is what I specialize in.
Yeah.
Prior to orchids, there's a section of Hoyas that will not ever bloom they're terrestrial,
Right.
and they have to reach the top over the canopy, and then they can start.
Oh, that's kind of vanilla
So
too.
that's what I was wondering.
Vanilla's the same way. Vanilla won't flower till it gets to the top of whatever you're growing it on. So if you grow it in a little trellised area, when it gets to the top, that's when it'll
flower.
That's why you see it way up in the tree.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So Jonathan, you want one of these?
Yeah.
For
You want one
sure.
of these?
I'm gonna have to have that.
Well, you got the space.
I have room.
He has
I'll
the
go get a
space.
we're gonna need a big clipper for this.
So I'm assuming the spikes for that one is going to be the same like this. It's going to
It's
be
exactly
really
the same.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
need a lot of
This
space.
is just a select variety of Vanda.
Yeah, it's just the coloration is a little
It's the
different.
coloration. So you will see this around.
Yeah.
People have this. I know
Okay.
there's a lady out in Waimanalo that's got a huge clump like this.
Nice. This is really pretty.
Let me go get some major surgery to cut this thing. Normal orchid clippers will not do it.
Yeah, you got to bring out the
Chainsaw.
heavy duty,
No chainsaw.
the heavy duty
You
clippers.
got to get the big whoppers. At least it stopped raining.
It did.
Now that's a blessing.
Let me go and get my umbrella before I forget it.
This is great. Not only do I like the front, but the back.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
This has been an amazing day, everybody. Jonathan and I have been on a marathon orchid frenzy for the last, yeah,
I need a nap.
from the unboxing to me going to Hilo to Jonathan selling at Lion Arboretum. It has been amazing, and we weren't about to let rain
No.
stop us. So I hope you guys enjoyed.
And stay tuned because I have 2 orders coming in on Wednesday.
Yes, we're gonna do another unboxing. It's not gonna stop yet. We're gonna keep going. But yeah, it's been raining. We're actually under a flash flood watch. You know that?
Yeah, I do.
And I hope you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe. What else can you do? Comment. All of the above.
Enjoy.
Enjoy.
Okay, buddy, which one?
Doug, I think I'm gonna
One or
get one too, I think.
I mean, I'll take it, but I don't want to behead your nice plant.
No. I'm here to sell plants, buddy.
Okay.
It's okay.
So cool.
Yeah, I'm glad he ripped the stem off to see a close up of the blooms because I can't really see.
Yeah, I know. I didn't,
And
you know,
I thought, okay, fine,
when I saw it up close, I didn't even know that it was that pretty.
sold.
Yeah,
Doesn't take much for me.
yeah.
I don't really have any restraint.
You don't have to tell me that. I've seen you in action.
Yeah, we're no good. If I was gonna buy a large plant, I would want
There
it
you
to
go,
be.
man.
There you go.
You.
Good thing I have my truck.
Good thing. But
Right?
I would have found a way to smash this into
In
my
your
Toyota
car?
Camry. No worries. Nothing stopped me yet.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you got a nice root tip there. You're rocking.
Ready.
Nice. There you go. See?
You want to cut this off or you want to leave it
Yeah,
on
no,
there?
might as well.
Okay. Let's see. Which one should I get? You pick one, Doug.
Well, do you want a tall one or do you want a shorter one?
I think I want a tall. No, I'll take a shorter one. They already have spikes on there.
One like this or do you want one like this?
Whichever is easier for you to take out, because they're all fine. They all look good. You gonna remember the name?
I already got a screenshot on my phone.
Oh, good job. You can send it to me.
It's not my first rodeo.
You can send it to me.
Sure can.
I know Vandopsis. Forget the rest.
The rest of it's the hard part.
Yep.
Yeah, the Vandopsis is easy to remember. It really rolls off the tongue.
Lysochiloides.
Lysochildioides.
Oh, Lysochildioides. Lysochildioides. Ask me in 5 minutes.
I'll ask you in 1 minute. I don't know.
You know what? It's kind of another thing that rolls off a little bit. I might remember Lysochildioides.
3 times in a row. You got it.
There you go.
And look, there's still a spike on there with a few flowers.
Enter it in the shell, Kelly.
And that will probably still open
If you
up.
put this in water,
yeah.
take it, cut it with a knife, because I crushed it with the one. Anytime cut flowers, you always use a knife.
Okay, make
Never-
a straight, clean
Yeah,
cut.
because otherwise you crush the stem when you cut. Even though it looks like it's not, it crushes.
Okay,
So like any cut flower, cattleyas, if you want them the longer life, you always cut it with a knife.
okay. I
So
will
you can
do
go
that.
home and do that.
So pretty.
Great.
Okay, anything else that you wanted?
I don't know.
You wanna walk around? I
Well, I'm not going anywhere, buddy.
think I want a cutting of the Walkeriana. The purple one.
Over there.
Doug, are you selling cuttings of that? The Vanda?
Luzonica?
Yeah.
For $100.
Oh, that one's 100. Okay.
Same with the Deary. The yellow one is $100.
Oh, that's the one that we saw over there,
Yeah,
right?
it's really fragrant.
Pull back.
Did you smell that?
No.
That is the best
It's
smelling
incredible.
orchid that
Well,
I've ever
I think,
smelled in my life.
Tessellata maybe has a better smell because it smells like lilacs. Phalaenopsis amabilis, and that's an amabilis hybrid, right?
I don't
Yeah.
even know what that is.
It's amabilis is a white from the Philippines.
Okay.
This is
Matt, if you're watching, this is from you.
There it is.
yeah, your other one's over there, buddy. There's other ones over there. But this is amabilis. It's a killer white. You know, it's the basis of all white breeding. But no, I really like the way amabilis grows, and so I saw this. I went, actually, I should have bought more of them.
Look at that. Look at that flower.
Okay, this
Cutie.
This was originally jungle collected. This is a natural hybrid
Oh.
between amabilis, the white, and you know what equestris is? It's that really small pink.
No, I don't know.
Okay, so this was actually collected in the 70s.
Oh, wow.
It's a natural hybrid, intermedia. But it blooms forever.
Yeah.
And then after it's done blooming, it'll make a keiki.
Oh, cool.
So like all the plant, you know, this is a keiki, this is a keiki, this is a keiki, this is a keiki, and they flower real small like that.
Oh, even
Most-
at that size.
Yeah, most of the Phalaenopsis species will keiki at the end of their flower spike.
Oh, interesting.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so are those for sale?
What?
The cakeys?
The intermedia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Found something new.
there you go.
Restraint at the
Aren't you glad that I asked?
Yes, thank
and
you.
I almost forgot
I
to
love
ask him
species.
something as well, because remember I told you about the purple flower and I brought it up when I came here, but we got sidetracked. So Doug, now that you have more of these, are you selling that?
No.
Oh,
Okay, gotta come back next year.
I know. Gotta try again.
Do you know how long the waiting list is on this?
I can imagine.
It's all over. And it'll completely cover your leaf.
That's
So
what
now,
happened
see
to
this?
mine.
This was grown under kind of high light. All these back here were grown under high light. They all fell off. So now these that I've grown for a year under lower light,
They're looking good.
they're looking good.
It's still
especially-
blooming out well for you.
Yes, and
Okay,
it still
great.
blooms. Right.
Okay, again, so for people, I just started recording again. For those of us who love this orchid, and how do you say it? I call it Jai-Ho. People call it Jai-Ho. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not.
Jai-Ho Queen.
Jai-Ho Queen, Jai-Ho.
The beautiful yellow and black flowers that looks like a bee or a bumblebee. We all love the plant, but we can't keep it alive. I just asked Doug, because he has several here that are looking good, how to take care of it. And he said low light and wet to dry. So try that, guys, because I'm going to try it. And I hope I can keep the one that I have. The bulbs are still okay.
And
Just
you got
has no
roots?
leaves.
You have roots?
I think so. I have to check it. I have to check.
6 times the time.
Yeah.
Can you show us the bottom of the pot again? So what he does, he makes bigger holes on the bottom of the pot so that way it can drain easier and faster.
I find that anytime you're going to use sphagnum in a 3-inch pot, it's always nice to make the
Hole
'cause
bigger.
it's not going to fall out the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't need that small drain hole.
Because when you have that small hole, I notice it takes a while for the water
Correct.
to drain. It'll be like
Exactly.
a pool of water on the
Exactly.
bottom.
Exactly. So
Okay.
you'll go and you'll see a bunch of my 3-inch pots, and they all got big holes in the
Okay,
bottom.
that
Those
makes
are the
sense.
ones that went into sphagnum.
So guys, if you're having a hard time growing these, try this because I'm going to try it.
But they definitely don't like to stay wet.
Okay.
Definitely. So you're letting them go pretty much bone dry before you water them.
Okay.
So you can't leave them out in weather like this. And I find too that it appreciates repotting, renewing the sphagnum
Once a year. Okay.
A lot of times you grow stuff in sphagnum, it's good to redo it once a year
Okay.
because it seems to the pH can change on sphagnum. Especially if it's been constantly wet and you're fertilizing it. I think it's maybe the fertilizer more than anything.
Okay. That makes sense. And some plants, I guess, are more sensitive than others.
Yes, guaranteed. And you never know until it goes belly up. This is kind of cool.
What is it?
Stenorhynchus speciosa. It's from Mexico.
Perfect for Christmas time.
It always blooms at Christmas.
Yeah, there you
Nice.
go.
Yeah, I had one of these years ago, and I got it into a big clump, and I was all stoked on it, and then somebody offered me some money for it, so I sold it to him. And then Ben Jr. gave me, I guess he had a bunch of them, so he gave me one. But it's really cool. I think I've seen pictures in situ in Costa Rica, or in Mexico. This flower spike gets like this tall.
Oh, wow.
And it's
Huge.
just, the plants are just down underneath a bunch of ferns and growing underneath. But then that's how you find
Huge
them. You
spike.
find them when they're in flower. This is the best smelling Vanda. This is Vanda tessellata.
Oh, that's the one.
And this is just got an incredible smell. It's like,
And it smells better than that yellow
Better.
one? Wow.
and stronger. I mean, you come in here when it
Fills up the space.
fills up the place.
What is that one at the end?
This is a select variety from Oscar Kirsch. Oscar Kirsch was Milton Warren's contemporary.
Okay.
They were the first growers on Oahu. Oscar was actually hired he was originally from Austria, and then he tutored at some nursery in Austria, and he was hired by Armacost and Royston in Carpinteria. This is in the 30s. And he moved from Austria to California to work for them, and then he was hired away from Armacost and Royston by Mrs. Wilhelmina Tenney, who was a rich, really rich orchid lady.
Okay.
Old Honolulu. But anyways, this was a variety that he imported. And this is just a different variety. This one is darker brown. This is brown tessellations with a blue lip. This one is not as dark.
So it's kind of like the Vandopsis that we were looking at. You have that one darker variety.
Just a different color form, right? So a lot of times you'll find that in nature. Just different intensified
this.
color or more color, less color.
Growing on this cork. This looks like a, is it one of those spotted cattleyas?
A Clandia.
A Clandier. Okay.
This was actually jungle collected way back.
Oh,
way,
wow.
Way back. And has probably the best lip. And I think Roy Tokunaga got a piece of this, not from me, but I gave a piece to Richard Takafuji. And I think I think Roy has used this a lot in his breeding to get the really dark Clandias.
I like when they grow on cork like this.
Yeah, so do I.
It just looks
This is
like how they grow in nature.
Robusta. Very rare.
What does the flower look like on that one?
I think I have a picture on my phone. It has a, you know, like all the angraecums, it has a spur and has kind of a greenish lip. This one was jungle collected by Fred Hillerman. And then this one was Roy Tokunaga grew it from seed that was jungle collected by Hillerman.
Wow.
So I crossed these two together and got, well, I don't have very many left because I sold them all, but those ones that are hanging up there, those are all the babies.
Oh.
And then I just
Are they fragrant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the angraecums are fragrant at night.
Oh, so you can mount angraecums too then?
Yeah, but
I
I find that once they get bigger, that they want to go into a pot.
Oh.
Because in nature, they grow at the base of shrubs.
Okay.
So they're not really kind of mounted on anything. They're actually growing in the leaf mulch and maybe using that shrub as something to anchor on.
Their roots.
Yeah. So I moved them, once I get them I sold almost all of them mounted like this because they were babies.
And then you just stick the whole thing in a pot?
Yeah, that's what I did on like this guy right here.
That makes sense. And you don't have to add anything, just let them do their
I'm
thing.
going to sprinkle a little bit of, bark in there just to give it some kind of mulchy
I
thing.
love this idea. Like just growing it like that.
I swear, I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out.
Because you can see the roots.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry if
Yeah.
you're not guessing, is there slugs in there?
No,
You can
no.
see everything.
I
love it.
And I think a lot of the older growers are going this way. They're just going, why am I screwing around with media, right? Amesiella, I can't remember.
Does it have a smell?
Oh, incredible smell. This won the fragrance contest in New York one year. They kept it during the day.
Oh.
No, it won't smell now.
Oh, at night. Because it's
At night,
white.
It's incredible.
The white moth
It's
pollinator.
incredible
Yeah.
to smell. So they had it at the New York show. They had it in a box with a black curtain around it.
Oh.
So they would open it up periodically during the day so people could smell it, and then at night they'd take it off, right?
Yeah.
But it was, no, this is one of the, probably the best. A lot of angraecums have kind of a funky smell. It's hard to describe. It's not sweet.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. It's not sweet. But this one is really sweet.
I don't remember mine. I got to smell it when it blooms again at night, because that's when it smells at night, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's in spike right now, but it takes a long time. So it's in spike. I don't know how
Which
long.
one is this?
The
Sesquipedale. Really? It's in spike now?
Yeah.
Oh, mine's done.
I guess mine is behind schedule.
Well, no, I guess it's just adapted to Makakilo, I guess, Okay.
This has been fun.
This has been great.
Not too much left. But this is, I guess it's called Soratorum now, but it used to be called Ornithorhynchum. So this is...
That's a species?
Yeah, this is half a sherry baby.
Oh.
This is where it gets the good smell. Ornithorhynchum.
Oh, I can smell a little bit. A little bit of smell
This
there.
is a cool thing. Baby is one of the better smelling.
Yeah, it smells good, yeah.
You can smell the
Yeah.
baby in there.
Here's the other one from Matt.
So are you keeping the two?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I might sell one down the road. Who
Yeah.
knows? I mean, it wasn't anything I really lusted after,
Yeah.
but it is unique in that it makes two different colored flowers, male and female.
That's what he
On the
told
same
me.
spike.
Yeah, that's what he told
I
me.
mean, that,
So you bought one?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all you have to tell me is something interesting about it.
and this was,
Done.
was it Frederick Lowe, Stuart Lowe? Who was the Lowe's in England? He discovered this.
Okay.
That's why it's
That's
Lowe.
Loei?
Yeah. Anything Lowe is from Stuart Lowe.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I guess it was a big deal in England when it was collected. And it is, I think the only orchid I know that does that.
See, without a flower, people would just walk right past
that's
it.
why you gotta go
because
talk
you
to
look
people.
at it and you're like, what's this? You have a long cane and a few
There's your
leaves.
Phalaenopsis you like.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. Look at that frilly.
This is a primary hybrid between Laelia lobata and Digbyana.
I love that, and I love this.
Because the Digbyana's in hair pig too, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why it has the frill.
Yeah, yeah.
And does it have the smell too?
Muscumbe, you know what Muscumbe looks like?
No.
Oh, it
It's
smells.
It's a huge splash petal.
Okay.
So they cross Digbyana to a heavy splash petal, and you get that? Go figure.
Genetics, man.
I mean, it's so crazy that that you can have.
You need to smell that. It's
Okay.
it smells really good. Incredible. You happen to have these?
Yeah, I have these.
Oh, how much? I want that.
Oh, $20, I guess.
Okay, I'll take one. I love that.
Oh,
You want this one?
Oh, he wants one too now.
if you have enough. It's nice.
Yeah. Unless you have another one that's in bud.
I don't know.
It's not open. Smell this. Smells yummy.
Oh, that's good. Lemon pledge to me.
Yeah, it smells good. Well, thank you for having us, Doug.
You're welcome.
It's been
Soggy?
educational. Well, yeah, soggy.
soggy.
It's been fun. It's been an adventure.
Well, my wife just got back from Seattle visiting my daughter, and it was total floods over there.
Oh, wow.
It's bad. It's bad. So she came back to this rain. Except
we-
it's 80 degrees here instead of 35.
Yeah.
in Seattle.
See, I would rather have this.
I'll take this.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
cold
supposed to be
and
warm.
wet. Yeah, no.
But I'm kind of happy, because I can't do any coconut injections when it's wet like this.
Oh,
So I can kind of
Get a week off.
I get
get a break.
In the nursery.
Yeah.
let my knees recover.
So again, if anybody wants to come and visit you, you only do groups of like 2, max 3 at the most, and it's by appointment only.
Correct.
And I'll put your number on the screen.
Okay.
But you're gonna find stuff here that you can't find other places. So
Well, it's like now it's like over 100-year-old nursery, or coming up on 100-year-old. Some of the plants that are here are.
you've had for a really long
Well,
time.
I personally haven't had them for 100 years, but
they've been,
but they were before me.
yes,
Right.
because
So
they've been
this-
handed down to you.
They've been handed down.
Yes.
To me. Correct. Which is sometimes a lot of responsibility, but
Yeah. I know, like this, like what we're getting. What we're buying today, it's like, this is an old plant, right?
yeah. Even though this isn't Milton Select, this is. Watch your head.
Yeah.
This is still. I mean, you don't find this at Star Garden.
Yeah, this
Or
is not
Walmart.
your common orchid.
Yeah, you don't find too many 4-foot orchids.
Yep. So this is what Jonathon and I are taking home. And it's all from here, from Doug's nursery out in Pupukea. So if you guys are interested, call him, or what, text better?
It doesn't matter.
Call or text. And make an appointment. It's been an adventure today. It's been raining off and on,
It's an adventure.
but we got through it. We've been here for a couple hours, so I hope you guys enjoy this video. And again, don't forget to hit that like. And if you haven't already subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you guys in my next video, probably at Jonathon's nursery.
If you haven't
For another-
subscribed, what are you doing?
Yeah, for another unboxing. Subscribe, guys, because we got lots of good stuff coming up. Until next time, everybody, remember to always live aloha. See that, Shaka?